Self-driving cars are ready to take over the world. The day that autonomous vehicles become a normal part of our lives isn't really far away. Just one catch though, these cars might doom humanity as a whole. Think we're exaggerating? Let us take you through some of the biggest reasons why we're in no hurry to see Elon Musk's vision of the future for transportation become reality anytime soon. First and the most obvious reason is that AI doesn't understand the complexity of real-life driving conditions. You might have come across some mind-blowing things that AI has accomplished. From winning at chess to facial recognition, it seems that there's no problem that's too big to solve. But here's the issue. AI definitely may be smarter than your average driver, but that doesn't mean it's self-adaptive. Self-driving configurations may be able to protect its user and the people around it, but that's only if the problem follows a standardized procedure, like a red light or a stop sign. But let's say the situation is more complex, like a sudden unpredictable movement. Maybe someone tried to cross the road at the wrong time. How would the smart car react? And would it react as fast as an actual human driver? Well, it wouldn't be able to react in time. Instead, the chances of the car reacting in a manner that may be fatal in that particular situation are way higher. As amazing as AI can be, putting blind faith into something that you can't hold accountable for life-threatening errors is a game that we refuse to play. Now, let's get this straight. The smart car will never be able to perfect its system because, unlike computer models, the real world is more dynamic than we think. It's constantly evolving in ways that aren't necessarily predictable. In fact, US car manufacturers have reported 400 car crashes that involved self-driving cars, and American car safety regulators have even called for more transparency from manufacturers of autonomous vehicles. Yikes! With stats like these, we'd be totally apprehensive about not taking the wheel. Moving on to our next reason, system failure. Now, this reason sends shivers down our spines. Imagine if the self-driving car malfunctions. So many things could go wrong at that moment. You could get locked in your car, the car could catch fire, and there was even a case in 2017 where a Tesla caught on fire for mysterious reasons. It took over 30,000 gallons of water to put the fire out. And can you guess how long the fire lasted? 4 hours. But here's the real kicker. A normal vehicle fire usually only lasts 10 minutes. So the fact that it took a grueling 4 hours to put out this fire definitely has us questioning its safety. And before you think we've singled out some exceptions to the rule, we regret to inform you that unfortunately this isn't the only case. In 2016, a driver lost control of his Tesla and ended up crashing into a house's garage. Now that sounds bad enough, but it gets worse. The car's battery caught fire and spread to the building. Firefighters were eventually able to put the fire out until, within moments, the car torched up, causing another fire that lasted several hours. For those of you who don't know, self-driving cars mostly use lithium-ion batteries that are widely known to be highly combustible. Sheesh, that is dangerous. If this doesn't make you rethink getting a self-driving car, we don't know what will. And let's not forget how expensive self-driving cars are. If the malfunctioning technology doesn't kill us, then the price tag definitely will. Did you know that in 2020, the price for a Tesla went from $8,000 to $10,000? And this insane price hike happened during the pandemic, mind you. And to top it all off, Elon Musk had also tweeted that the price for full self-driving will rise again. But even if you do manage to get your hands on one, you'd be mistaken to think that your self-driving car doesn't come with hidden costs. Maintaining a car like this isn't a piece of cake either, mainly because of the fact that the technology behind these cars isn't advanced enough, which means they'll constantly need to be upgraded. Now, that's a real commitment, and not to mention the lack of experience most mechanics will have when it comes to repairing any damages. Welp, there goes a few $1,000s more. You can probably see how self-driving cars will be the death of us financially and literally by now, right? The cost and the benefits don't even come close to the number of cons these machines have. Now, let's look into the possible privacy breaches. Let's not forget the existence of hackers and how scary they could get. You must be wondering about the chances of your self-driving car getting hacked. It may not be happening to you now, but it's something that you'll definitely have to consider at some point. An anonymous hacker was able to get access to a Tesla's configuration. They used it to their advantage and scared the driver by speeding up the car autonomously in an A35 zone. God, imagine how out of control the driver might have felt. Similarly, there have been instances where hackers have hacked into self-driving cars and have put drivers in dangerous situations. And let's not ignore the possibilities of our data being at risk in this case. If these hackers can hack into what's currently known as the ultimate game changer, then they can definitely hack into our personal data with ease. So the company really needs to up its game if they want their sales to go up. But after this video, we're pretty sure you'd want to reconsider buying a self-driving car. And finally, the ultimate reason why we think self-driving might be the cause of our deaths. Elon Musk isn't sure of self-driving either. Just imagine, the creator of Tesla is unsure of its capabilities. Since 2015, Mr. Elon Musk has been unable to fulfill his promise of the autopilot Tesla. With minor success, he too has claimed for it to be either a make or break for the technology and car industry. Sheesh, this just gave us some major trust issues. With the current market price and lack of perfection in self-driving automobiles, we do believe that it's best to keep our distance, especially now that Elon Musk's take on it is clear. We think it's time for us to make our decision too. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Now for some related news. Did you know that BMW has recently showcased the idea of color-changing cars? Yes, you heard that right. BMW has presented the world with the possibility of a color-changing car. So if you can't stick to one color, iX Flow is just right for you. The car basically has an electrophoretic film that is wrapped all around the exterior of the car that has microcapsules that could change your exterior shade depending on the current provided. For now, this is just a prototype and more of a conceptual showpiece rather than an actual car, but seeing this on the streets would truly be a game changer. This reminds us of something. Remember when we were younger and felt totally fascinated when Hot Wheels came up with their color-changing cars? Well, it's literally the same thing but bigger and better. How cool is that? And here we're focusing on self-driving cars when we should be investing in these instead. Sheesh. Personally, we're really looking forward to this one. If that amazes you, wait till you hear about the humanoid robot. A few minutes ago, we thought that self-driving cars would be the death of us. Well, what about actual robots? Engineered Arts has offered lifelike designs of their robot, Amica. In an interview with CNET, Amica's director of operations explained that they purposely designed the robot to look more like a human than a robot. This means they chose not to make clones. But currently, the Amica is designed and limited to organic interactions with people for customer service, information terminals, or even for entertainment. And lastly, the release of foldable tech devices by Samsung. Samsung has truly outdone themselves. They recently broke the scale with their Galaxy smartphone line of folding new technology inventions. If you focus on the details of the device when it folds, you'll truly be amazed. There was a lot of hype around this product in the past year, but the Z Flip comes with a faster chip, a better quality camera, and a long-lasting battery. Along with that, there are a ton of customization options since Samsung is eager to set itself apart from boring, flat, conventional smartphones. Samsung and Apple have always been competing to be considered one of the world's most pleasing phones, and right now it looks like Samsung is winning. And that's it for today's video. We hope you enjoyed it. And well, we hope you stay away from self-driving cars because they do seem to have a tendency to blow up. But we're curious, do you agree with our reasons? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and be sure to turn on that little bell so that you're always up to date.